Hey everyone, so let's talk about essentials for an aquarium that do not go inside or on top of the aquarium. So we're not talking about filters, heaters, lights, stuff like that. We're going to talk about extras that you will need when you have an aquarium. So the first one here, we're going to start off with keeping your aquarium clean, and you will probably need a bucket. So like a 5-gallon bucket here. Get these from Walmart. The one that actually is from Walmart. These are not very expensive. They're less than $5. So you need a bucket. That way you can fill up your new water if you're using just tap water, or if you're bringing it somewhere to get filled. You have a bucket for your water to sit in and get ready for to go into the tank. And then you also need another one for water when you actually do your water change to get rid of the nasty water. So where the old water from your tank will go into. And you need one for the new water to be in and get ready to go into your tank. And going off of that as well, you also need a nice siphon. I just have this small Aquarium one here, amongst others. I have like 4 or 5 of these things of different sizes. So this, of course, will help, again, keep your tank nice and clean, that we can get into your gravel and pick up any other nasty stuff. And that goes along with your bucket, of course. Next, let's talk about a high quality type of food. And I guess you could technically say this goes inside of your tank, but then of course it gets devoured right away. So I like New Life Spectrum. This is arguably the best fish food you can buy. It is a little bit more expensive. See, from the store I get it from, it is supposed to be $11. But I mean, this bottle will last you a very long time. I dump food into my 45-gallon tank because of how many fish I have in there, and this is barely even dented. This will last you forever, pretty much. This will probably last you probably about a year, depending on how many fish you have and how much you feed your fish. So a good high quality fish food. Then too, if you have like an algae eater or bottom feeders and stuff, I always feed them, again, New Life Spectrum. Not sponsored, by the way. No, I wish I was. And these are just mini wafers from the Life Spectrum as well. So a good high quality fish food. I would not recommend flakes. They are not as good as pellets are going to be. Next would be a thermometer. I actually do not have one just to show you guys right front view. But it would be a good thermometer. That way you can monitor your fish tank's heat. Make sure it's still staying at, say you have it set to 75 degrees, make sure it's actually staying around 75 degrees and not getting down to, let's say, 70 degrees or up to 80 degrees or something. So a good thermometer. You can get a stick-on one for like $1 or $2 from some stores. Otherwise, you get more fancy ones for a bit more money. And then some heaters will actually have a built-in thermometer on them where it will tell you the actual temperature of the tank. And then other heaters will just tell you what your tank is set to, but not necessarily what the tank temperature is actually at. So my 45-gallon tank, I have a fancier heater, and it actually has a little thermometer thing that hangs on the back of it, a little LCD screen, and it actually tells you what the actual temperature of the tank is at that time. So a good thermometer is very good. Then you will want a good sturdy stand of some sort. I'm just using a good old dresser. This is from me spilling water. The nice line going down there is from me spilling water. So you do want a good sturdy stand that can actually can hold up the weight of your tank. So of course, depending on the size of your tank, will kind of vary the stand that you need. So of course, the bigger your tank is, the more sturdy of a stand you will want. The bigger, the heavier the tank is. I think I missaid that. The better the stand, sturdier the stand you will want, of course, because nobody wants to put up a tank just to have it crumble down and have 20 gallons of water everywhere. Not a fun time. And then maybe we'll want some chemicals such as stress coat here or something similar. Usually I use Prime instead of this, but the pest store was out of it at the time, so I actually went to API stress coat this time around. So this is a water conditioner. So again, if you are using tap water, you want to use this in your 5-gallon bucket in your water before adding the water to your fish tank. Gets rid of the bad stuff that's in, or most of the bad stuff at least, that's in tap water. Then something else you might want that I've been using actually every time I set up a new tank here is something like Touch a Safe Start, which is a biological booster, biological starter. It says cycles in the aquarium. It more like helps the cycle get going and speeds up your cycle more than it actually cycles the tank itself. But this is also something good to have, especially if you don't want to wait as long to have your tank cycle. This cuts down the time. Then you can use this at every water change as well if you want to. And then the same thing with this too. You can use this for every water change, and you should use it for every water change. Then too, it also helps with other things as well. It also helps kind of protect your fish. Even if you're not doing a water change, it's good adding to your tank every now and then, just to help protect your fish a bit more. And then one more thing, it's maybe not so essential, but be some types of treats for your fish. So, such as freeze-dried worms and whatnot. Fish usually love these things. Go ahead and put some in here. Hopefully without freaking out my fish. But most fish love this stuff. Yeah, this isn't really necessary as long as you're feeding them. Whoa, sorry about that. As long as you're feeding them a good diet, good main food. But it is something fun for them to have every now and then. What else did I miss, guys? You let me know in the comments below, because I'm sure I missed some stuff that are extras that are essential. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.